Cancer, my gorgeous Cancer, I have to talk to you. Something really important. It's actually going to take place in between the 11th and the 17th of May 2024. You are about to get such an important news. And this news, my gorgeous Cancer, is about to change your life forever. 707 is your number when it comes to numerology, and that means that this news is going to come in the form of one of the biggest surprises ever. But at the end of the day, the direction you are going to find yourself at is something that most certainly you will know at that moment in time that you are destined for indeed. Oh my God. By the end of the month of May 2024, my gorgeous Cancerini, all I can say is that you are literally going to have the biggest turning point of your entire life. You will know most certainly within the last 7 days of May what exactly do you need to get rid of, walk away from, but you will also know exactly what do you need to work towards. When it comes to the 1st of May, okay, when it comes to the very 1st of May, my gorgeous Cancerini, this is what I need you to remember. On the very 1st of May, you are going to suddenly remember something you forgot about. You will suddenly remember something that you need to finish, some kind of unfinished business in between you and somebody else. And this in itself, it's really kind of going to surprise you. How are you able to forget about something like that? But because it's to do with somebody really prominent in your life. But then at the same time, because you have been dealing with some kind of a pressure. You did go through some kind of pressure, my gorgeous Cancerini, and this particular pressure that you and stress that you've been going through did affect you in this particular way. When it comes to you and when it comes to maybe the relationships in between few different people in your life. And I don't mean like a bad people, I mean really good people as well. This in itself, what you're gonna remember that you forgot about when it comes to one specific person and it's to do with an unfinished business. Trust me, at that moment in time, you will want to do that as a priority number one. And at this moment in time, you will be able to realize how much something has been affecting you emotionally. So you maybe have been a little bit, not necessarily neglecting, that's a terrible word to use, but maybe you didn't give enough kind of attention to the certain people in your life. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually a really great sign that really shows who you are, a beautiful person. But then on another note, on another hand, you will clearly understand, and you need to understand that you are coming out of something very dark and something very negative, and now you are going towards a much happier life. And this in itself, it's already going to take place on the 1st of May 2024. Absolutely brilliant indeed. On another note, by the time you get to the 2nd of May, my gorgeous Cancerini, listen to me very carefully. There is this feeling within you that you're gonna have. You will feel like how you want to be more. You're already gonna start feeling more spiritual. You're already gonna start feeling more intuitive by the time you get to the 2nd of May. Okay, but because you're already gonna kind of start on the 1st of May, especially, they're gonna be all sorts of signs and indications that you're gonna have, like in terms of like your intuition. You will be able to read them and understand them from a completely different level. You will be able to understand certain things immediately, and it's about that spiritual confidence that I'm talking about, which is indeed going to bring the best out in you. So by the time you get to the 2nd of May, my gorgeous Cancerini, by the time you get to the 2nd of May, what do you need to to understand is that you're gonna feel like, on one hand, how bored you are suddenly with certain aspects of your life that you felt bored for a long time, but now they will feel really heavy. And now it's time for these things to go once and forever, because they have come to an end of your spiritual journey. You will feel like basically like you want to get rid of the old in order to make a space for the new, indeed. But also at the same time, you're gonna feel this remarkable urge to smudge your home, you know, take like a bit of a dry sage and just burn it around your home as much as you want, as much as you can, to get rid of the negative energy. That's how you're gonna feel. One way or another, you're gonna be reminded of like dry sage, or you're gonna be reminded of, you know, how to get rid of the negative energy within your home. And that's how you're gonna feel. It's not a bad thing whatsoever, but yet again it's showing how in tune with yourself and with your spirituality you're going to be. But also, as I really strongly suggest you, and I know it's gonna sound crazy, hello, but you know, the 2nd of May would be the perfect day to actually smudge your home. It's about the time, you know, you need to get rid of this negative energy. It would be perfect, but there is more to it. If you do this on the 2nd of May, there is, while you're doing this, while you're smudging your home, there is an insight which is going to come to you. There is an insight which is going to come to you, what needs like an attention and care, something that you missed out on when it comes to your life. And this is going to be invaluable, and I mean an invaluable information, my God. And a second date would be on the 12th of May, to maybe smudge your home on the 12th of May, and you will get this insight that I'm talking about, for example. And this is like this. This is something that I really kind of, this couple of days, you know, are gonna be the days where you're gonna get the most of it, like when it comes to that particular insight, for example. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, is going to be on the 4th of May. On the 4th of May, oh God, something kind of negative is going to happen. There is no other way of putting this. Something negative is going to happen, and there is this little tower which you are going to have. But in this situation, when it comes to you, somebody is going to wind you up, somebody is going to irritate you, and somebody is going to be getting on your nerves, my gorgeous Cancerini. Somebody is going to be irritating you, somebody is going to be getting on your nerves, and somebody is going to be winding you up. And you're not going to like that whatsoever. And you know what the problem is? This is not just one person, but it's like that particular person is normally connected to few other people. Okay, but it's to do with one person, but that particular person is connected to the little group of people, for example, and this in itself, it's not about you kind of arguing, it's not like about you fighting back, it's not about you proving your point whatsoever. Do not waste your energy with this type of people, my gorgeous Cancerini, ever again. And I'm not saying necessarily these people are vile, these people are horrible. No, baby, no. But this is something that needed to happen. This situation needed to happen for you to understand that your path, your journey has come to an end with one person or a group of people here. And to me, it's like, looks like a group of people, but this one is gonna be primarily responsible for you having absolutely enough. And this is brilliant, because karmically you have come to an end with this group of people. You need to move on from this, because now at this moment in time, this group of people is having a very negative impact on you, a negative influence on you in such a way where you're not being yourself. Oh, no, baby, no. When we are not ourselves around somebody, it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. We are not necessarily hiding our real self, but that's not the way to be. That's not the way to live. We can do that for a while, but the longer you do this, the harder it's going to be to come out of it. And the longer you do this, the more you're going to lose yourself. You've almost lost yourself here. And it happens, my gorgeous Cancerini, because we are evolving, transforming, and changing every day. You know, maybe there was a time when you really had a great time with this type of people, but then again, now you just evolved so much and you really need to move on. And this is exactly what your sign is going to be here, because this group of people is right now really preventing you to be yourself. You're not feeling yourself, and that's not good. No, baby, no. You need to go towards the completely opposite direction in life. You need to make sure that you're surrounded by the people that are making you feel really good about yourself. It's a very poisonous energy that I'm seeing right now. I do not like this whatsoever. And this is going to throw you out of balance a little bit. But then again, I'm glad that you're going to protect your energy here, and you're not going to like kind of argue back or anything like that. You will be able to see completely different side of this. Like, this is actually going to work in your favor, because here you're going to be thinking about it for a little while, and then you're going to decide like to kind of move on with your life. And I know that you're going to talk with somebody who's so close to you, somebody really smart, wise and clever, one of the main people in your life. You're going to have a serious discussion about this. And you know what? It's not about what this person says, but it's more about like that person just completely agreeing with everything anyway. But it's not so much about what this person says, but it's going to mean to you so much that this person is actually going to agree with you when you say that you just want to move on with your life, because you don't want this anymore. And there is the certain opportunity that you already have been aware of, that you're already aware of, that is going to be on your mind, which is going to most certainly be your guiding light, and it's going to be keeping you going when it comes to all this, my gorgeous Cancerini. So this is why this is going to be so important here indeed. This is only going to highlight, my gorgeous Cancer, how special you are and how unique you are when it comes to one specific ability. This is only going to highlight your ability. It's not only that you're moving on with your life, but you're doing the right thing. That's why all this happened. That's why all this happened the way it did, my babies, because one particular ability of yours, it's been overshadowed with all this. You've been giving so much care and attention towards something where maybe just in the last few months especially you were just wasting your energy. And now it's time to make a readjustment and give your energy towards what you should be giving your energy towards. This life is way too precious and way too short to actually waste on people and situations that are not helping us to progress in life in every possible way. And this is what was happening here. Almost like a very specific aspect of yourself, something that you're so great at, so amazing at, is being overshadowed. So this is why this is going to be so brilliant here for you indeed. Like, oh my goodness. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, what else I was going to recommend to you? Do you see this absolutely gorgeous lapis lazuli pendant? This is something I highly recommend you, my gorgeous Cancer. Lapis lazuli, because it is going to help you to open yourself up spiritually at a time when you're going to find this so beneficial. And the next few months are going to be ever so important. And why is lapis lazuli so different and so special? Because it helps you to open your third psychic eye. So therefore, you reconnect yourself on a very specific level, and after that moment in time you see every single aspect of your life in a completely different light. And this is ever so important when it comes to making the right decisions without not trusting ourselves, you know, without like kind of doubting ourselves, and without being unnecessarily indecisive. Being indecisive is just such a waste of time, but I completely understand. I can be very indecisive myself sometimes, like, oh my god. So I completely understand. But when it comes to lapis lazuli, it also has a power to actually take over your life in such a way where you kind of talk and communicate much better. And this is ever so important when it comes to us talking about something really kind of special to us, something precious to us, when we are dealing with important people and important situations that can make us feel a little bit nervous, and then we are not 100% represent ourselves. So when you have a lapis lazuli, you kind of manage to preserve that particular energy and make the most out of the situations and people who you may be dealing with at a time. So this gorgeous lapis lazuli pendant comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this, my gorgeous Cancerini, is in the description below. Just click on the name of this video and the description is going to expand, and this is where you're going to see where you can buy this, or you can just go on top of the comments and you will see my products are now pinned on top of the comments as well, or simply you go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin shop and you will see my page is going to come up that way as well, and you will see one of the first two products are gonna be these two that I'm selling right now. And also I want to say, by buying from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. The second important date, it's gonna be on the 14th of May. On the 14th of May, you know you're gonna feel like you want to be by yourself a little bit. You're going to feel like you want to be by yourself a little bit on the 14th of May. Something is going to happen and you are somehow going to end up wanting to relax a little bit, chill out a little bit. And I really think that you're going to feel a very strong connection when it comes to the actual nature, when it comes to the nature, you know, in general. You're going to start feeling very strong connection from the 1st of May, to be quite honest with you, because there is something that you will do, a couple of things that you're going to do which are going to be involving nature, which you haven't done for a while now. Couple of specific things you're going to do when it comes to May. So you will kind of feel that you are reconnecting with the nature. And I'm not saying that you weren't connected with the nature. I'm just saying that now you're going to connect on a completely different level. So I'm not going to be surprised on the 14th of May if you do feel like you want to be by yourself a little bit without even realizing. Somehow you end up being somewhere within the nature, around the nature. You're going to be looking at the nature, but the nature is going to play an important role when it comes to all this, and when it comes to you relaxing, when it comes to you having some kind of a mini break, like a little mini break. But you will want to be initially by yourself. You will want to be on your own, and then suddenly, you know, you're gonna realize this is gonna come completely out of the blue. You're gonna remember what somebody very loyal to you said not that long ago. You're gonna remember what somebody who is very, very loyal to you, one of the most loyal people to you, said to you not that long ago. And they suggested something to you to do. They kind of we're talking about a certain aspect of you, certain aspect of your life, and they suggested what you should kind of do in order to make the most of it. And that in itself, it's again to do with you understanding, for number one, that you're going to need to kind of really come out of your comfort zone, and you're going to need to do something that you don't feel comfortable doing. But this is more kind of maybe being surrounded by the certain people for a while, but it's a lot to do with the being part of some kind of competition, okay? And then this is something it's going to be constantly like kind of putting you off when it comes to all this. But then again, you need to understand that the part of this competition, whatever this is, it's like basically you are going to find out something so important that you want to do when it comes to your life in general. You know, when it comes to your life, when it comes to your lifestyle, there is something else which is going to come out of that competition. There is going to be some kind of experience which you are going to have that there is no way that you will be able to guess this experience now whatsoever. You're going to get in touch with some very, very important and very, very interesting people. You're going to find out things you could only dream about finding out when it comes to specific things in your life, certain answers you've been looking for a very long time. You are going to find out right there. But in terms of like you are really kind of finding out what do you want to do with your life and your lifestyle in general, there is a very, very important information you are going to have, which is going to open your eyes. And for the first time in your life, you are really going to, my gorgeous Cancerini, for the first time in your life, you're really going to start considering this idea. You're going to start thinking about this idea, and this idea, it's going to kind of really very soon and very surely become like one of the main things in your life, because this idea, it's going to become like your vision, how you want your life. This was missing when it comes to your life, when it comes to your vision, how you want your life to be. And this idea, it's also going to be ever so important when it comes to you coming up with a plan later on, how you're going to actually do this. Oh my God, so much to unpack. For the love of God, when you become aware of some kind of competition, you know, but this could also be like you being surrounded by a certain group of people for a while that makes you feel uncomfortable as well. This competition, it's about you being surrounded maybe by a certain group of people for a while, or like you are also doing something that you don't feel comfortable doing for a while. But all you need to understand is that the best, and I mean the best, is literally going to come out of it. Oh my God, this is where this is going to lead towards. It's going to lead towards you knowing, like, you know, what you're going to do with your future, towards the big changes when it comes to your future. But it's also going to lead towards you realizing so much about yourself. What you're going to realize about yourself is going to elevate you, and you're going to realize you've got everything you possibly need in order to kind of move on with your life, like big time. And otherwise, none of the, not that none of this would happen, but otherwise this would take quite a while until, you know, the certain situations in your life would happen in such a way where your attention is just like there, where it should be, where it should have been for a while, you know. But then again, I'm saying that on an emotional level, you had to deal with certain difficulties over the last couple of years, and I completely understand. Emotionally, you know, you were affected by something that has made you worry quite a lot. But now, you know, this is the time where you are coming out of, you know, the kind of like a little bit dark stage of your life, and now things are most certainly going to start working in your favor. Another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Cancerini, would be this absolutely stunning Herkimer diamond. This is a very special type of quartz, very, very powerful indeed, very gorgeous when you wear it. Maybe it doesn't look as pretty right now, but it is very gorgeous to me indeed. And the Herkimer diamond, it's very powerful when it comes to, like, for example, when we try to understand certain people that we can't understand, when it comes to the certain situations that we can't understand, it really helps us to kind of see the bigger picture. To see the bigger picture when it comes to the specific situations and when it comes to the specific people in our lives. If there are certain people who we cannot understand whatsoever, but we have to because of whichever reason, or if there are certain situations that we cannot understand but we need to deal with, you know, of course that this is like a little blessing, a little God's gift. You know, as soon as you put this on, you just kind of elevate yourself. On one hand, it gives you the courage, but then on another hand, it really helps you to kind of understand what you don't normally understand, so you can move forward with your life when it comes to, like, you know, things that you didn't understand so far. So it's brilliant. So this gorgeous Herkimer diamond, my gorgeous Cancerini, comes with sterling silver chain, and it's the same. Like, if you would like to buy it, just click on the name of this video and it's going to expand, or just see it's going to be pinned on top of the comment section, or just simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin shop, and my page is going to come up that way as well. By buying from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you very much for that. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's going to be on the 21st of May. On the 21st of May, my my goodness, something very, very unexpected, it's going to happen. But this time it's going to be really, really good. Something unexpected, it's going to happen, and you are really kind of going to realize that, you know, and now, you know, it's like, it's a lot to do with your spirituality, and it's a lot to do with you realizing in terms of spirituality and that side of life, what you have been missing out on life as well. You know, what you have been missing out on with that, when that unexpected things happen, you know, and what exactly it's actually going to happen. You are really going to be surprised, but in a good way. There is something which is going to be offered to you, and what is going to be offered to you is going to surprise you, but then again, at the same time, it's going to make you feel really good. It's going to make you feel really special. It's going to make you feel really amazing, and you will yet again realize what is so special and what is so different when it comes to you. But this in itself right now, it's going to be about your own spirituality, about your own spirituality. And here you are really kind of going to need to understand that that particular thing that you are going to need to take on the next level by thinking what you can do about it right now, how you can progress when it comes to that particular aspect of your life. Okay, very important indeed. And also, when it comes to the 21st of May, my gorgeous Cancerini, this is really important. When it comes to the 21st of May, there is like, you're going to read something. You're going to read something. And what are you going to read? You're going to become very interested about. What are you going to read? You will want to learn. There is something that you will read, and this is going to be very interesting to you. You're going to be surprised about what are you going to read, but you're really going to be inspired to learn something really specific, and you're going to be guided by your intuition right now, but you will not realize this. And what you're going to read and what you're going to be guided by your intuition that you want to learn so much, whatever you're going to be reading about, you need to understand that, oh my God, the sooner you do this, the sooner, the better your life it's going to be, because this in itself, it's going to really kind of bring you an important spiritual key, an important sacred spiritual key is coming with this, which is about to unlock the door. Very, very important door for you, and you are going to find yourself for the first time in your life on this venture, the beginning of a venture. This is going to be one of the most spontaneous things that ever happened in your entire life. Here you're going to realize on one hand how spiritual you are, but then on another hand you're also going to realize the magic of everything being connected. Like, whoa, that's why you have been brought to this point, to this stage, to this aspect of your life. Okay, and it's all going to happen once you read something. Once you become aware of something which is going to inspire you like never, ever, ever before. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's going to be on the 30th of May. Now this is going to be a brilliant day on the 30th of May. Oh my God, you are really going to be very, very happy, because on the 30th of May, all I can say to you that your hard work is about to pay off big, massive time. Okay, something is gonna happen, and you feel like you're rewarded. You are rewarded. Big reward, giant reward, success, and this recognition. It's gonna happen on the 30th of May 2024. This, I have to say, is the direct result of your hard work, my gorgeous Cancerini. It's a lot to do with an aspect of your life where you've put so much of your hard work towards. So I'm glad that this is actually going to turn out to be this way. Only 3 months ago, you were worrying about this so much. Only 3 months ago, this was not successful. Only 3 months ago, this was not good. Only 3 months ago, you were not happy about this. Only 3 months ago, your heart was broken. Your heart was broken because of this. Only 3 months ago, your heart was broken because something here just didn't work out whatsoever. And it just put you in such a stage of your life where you felt a little bit blocked. You felt like your energy was blocked and you had this creative block, and even your spirituality was blocked a little bit 3 months ago because your heart was so broken, because there was no success or not enough of an outcome when it comes to this hard work or whatever you were working towards. Only 3 months ago your heart was broken and you were so sad. So sad when it comes to this. You see what I mean? This is a big double mama on the 30th of May. So this achievement, this recognition, this success here, oh my God, you will be able to feel from a completely different angle. Trust me, just because 3 months ago your heart was broken because of this. Oh my God, talking about the results from a hard work, Cancerini, my gorgeous Cancerini, you know, this is brilliant. And now you are really going to be facing such a beautiful stage of your life, because there are going to be 2 paths ahead. They're going to be, as soon as you become aware of this success, you will know that they're going to be 2 absolutely mind-blowing paths ahead. You will be able to go on, and these 2 paths ahead you've been dreaming about, you've been planning about for such a long time, and now, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's happening. It's here. Oh my God. Trust me, you are going to be very, very excited, because on the 30th of May 2024 is the first time in your life you will be aware of fully what an ultimate change your life is actually going to have. Whoa. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationships. Okay, so for those of you who are in relationships, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to the months of May, this is going to be brilliant months. Because for those of you in relationships, you are going to have such an amazing message. This message, it's going to change everything. Oh my God, this message, this news that you're going to have, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's going to change absolutely everything for both of you. Because now, number one, this message is to do with a certain progress. You both are going to be so happy, because it's to do with something that did not have a progress whatsoever. And when you become aware of this progress, you know, you and your partner are going to be so happy. Oh my God, because you will realize that you need to act now. You will realize that you need to act now. You need to do something about it now. By doing something about it now, you will be in the flow. You will be unrestricted, okay? By acting now, by doing something about it now, you will be in the flow, because you will be unrestricted. Did you get that? Very important indeed. So for the love of God, when you and your partner get this message, that it's going to make you feel so happy about the progress of something that did not have a progress when it comes to both of your lives indeed. You're going to be so happy, but you need to understand that you need to do something about it immediately. When it comes to, like, you need to act now, so you will be unrestricted, and you will know that the moment in time you get this message, you are not only going to be excited, not only going to be happy, but you will know that now you need to make an important decision. And this decision that you're going to make, oh my God, this is something that you were both waiting for a while. This is going to be the promotion. This is going to lead towards the promotion of your both lives. You're going to be so much happier, because for a very long time you have been actually working towards this, you know. And I know that you've felt a little bit frustrated because certain things just hasn't been happening whatsoever. Well, not as quick as you wanted it, but now things are about to start unfolding, and most certainly going to be working. They are going to be working in your favor. My God, big change. This is going to lead towards this big change. Just remember, you will know which decision do you need to make immediately, because before you couldn't make that decision because you were waiting for the certain progress. And when it comes to this, it's time to act now. And also, when it comes to those of you who are single and ready to, hello, my gorgeous Cancerini, there is somebody very, 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 very good looking, very smart and very gorgeous who is about to kind of notice you. I know that you're going to be surrounded by a few different people, and probably this is going to be the time when you're going to be maybe socializing, because there are going to be other people around. I can see people being really happy. Maybe there is going to be some kind of celebration. However, people are going to be happy around you, and there is this very gorgeous person who's going to be looking at you and who's going to notice you, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it because this is somebody who's like really, really good looking, somebody who's like really smart, somebody who's really clever, somebody who's very attractive, but it's not somebody who you normally go for. It's not somebody who you normally would fancy. And you will feel like, I want to fancy this person so much. I know they fancy me. I know they like me. And you're going to feel like, I want to fancy this person so much. I want to like this person so much. But you know, you're just not going to feel this connection. And later, you know, you're going to be thinking about it. You're going to be thinking about it. And you are not going to be like even contemplating, or maybe I should try. Maybe I should try. But then you're going to realize that there is something about this person that is maybe putting you off, and it's not a bad thing, but there is just something about this person that it's not like what you normally go for. It's not what you normally fancy, but you're going to feel really flattered. You're going to feel really flattered that this person fancied you, and to the point where you're going to be contemplating, shall I or shall I not? And you're not going to go for it. But this in itself, it's really going to bring the best out in you. Now, within the next few days, you're going to feel ready. You're going to feel so determined. This is going to rejuvenate. This is going to rejuvenate you. This is going to awaken you. This is going to make you realize how gorgeous you are, because that particular person who fancied you in the first place was very good looking and very powerful. And this is, maybe you just needed a little bit of that balance of, like, you know, you opening your eyes to your own self and realizing what a gorgeous person you are. That's exactly what's going to happen, because otherwise this person wouldn't fancy you. That's how you're going to feel. And you're absolutely right. So here, this is just as important when it comes to you readjusting something within yourself. And later on, before the end of this month, another gorgeous experience you're going to have with somebody like that, like somebody gorgeous, you know, nothing too serious, but you will be really enjoying yourself, you know, when it comes to the months of May. And when it comes to the months of June and July, this is when I see somebody substantial coming in. But now it's time to have some fun, baby, indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.